but you won't be able to say that because you'll say it wrong and you'll say Peter when I'm not a boy, so you can call me Pecha. Wow, I look absolutely ridiculous. Okay, I think it makes the whole thing more interesting. So I need to stop saying I really wanted to show you this really cool thing about physics. This problem where you've all seen it. You have this river. Can you see it? The river. And you have this bank. That's the one bank. And you have the other bank. And what happens is, the little guy, the river has this current that's going that way. And the little guy wants to go there. That's where he wants to be. Okay? So he's at point A, he wants to get point B. Blah, 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 blah. So, the problem is that what's going to happen if he goes, he doesn't know anything about the current. So what's going to happen if he shoots off into the current, this direction? Well, you know that this direction, they add up. So the two vectors add, and he's going to end up going that way. And eventually he's going to end up over here. And he's going to have to walk all the way here, and he's crying. These are his tears because he has to walk all the way back. That's a problem. We don't want him to have to do that. There is a verse in the Bible, in Isaiah, where God says, "For my ways are higher than yours, and my thoughts are above your thoughts." It took me a while for that to make sense, for that sense. And we all have our goals and dreams. My goal is to go here. Not literally. Literally, I have a lot of bigger goals than that. But, so you have a goal in life, and you want to get there. And then for some reason, like life or God or whatever it is, keeps throwing stuff in your way. So it's like you're going that way, and you don't understand why do you have to go that way? What is sending you that way? You don't want to go there. You don't want to be over here. But in the end, it's because God knows the current. And God knows that there is a vector that'll take you this way, that'll add up to the current. So, probably about this vector. This vector. That'll eventually take you right back where you want to be. So he sends us this way all the time, and we're like, why are my dreams being delayed? Why am I being sent backwards? I want to go up to point B. I'm being sent back here to point Z. It has nothing to do with what I want to do. So you get sent back here, and at some point later in their life, you will realize that it was just because God knew there was a current, and that in order to overcome the current, you have to go back this way in order to get to your dream. Now, what is a current? Yes, I know a current is a moving body of water, duh. But a current in this sense is, those things that we're struggling with that we don't even know we're struggling with. Like, I don't know, for me, a mega current is my pride. Another thing is, like, I'm not supposed to know about my currents, and I probably don't. I really don't know about most of them. So what God will do is he'll send me somewhere where I don't want to go so that I can get where I'm going and overcome the thing that otherwise would have taken me elsewhere. So for example, say your goal in life is to be a superhero. That's point B. You have, like a certain superhero in a certain series that I'm watching, you are really, really cocky, and you might not know it. You probably don't know it. I don't know it. I'm cocky, and I don't know it. Well, I do know it, but I'm trying to stop it. If you go towards your goal with that, you're going to end up being carried in a horrible direction you don't want to go. So what God does is he puts some barrier in your way that sends you back where you didn't want to go. So say you get sent to boarding school. And you're like, why am I going to boarding school? I don't want to go to boarding school. I want to go become a superhero. But what happens is that at the boarding school, you discover that there's an evil plot to take over the world, and you wouldn't have found that out otherwise, and that's how you become a hero. Because God knows the currents. That was probably a really bad example. Let me try again. Sometimes the hopes and dreams that we have, they're good, and it's not that God doesn't want us to have them. It's just that we don't know how to get them. Oh, I got it. Do you guys remember on Karate Kid, that old master guy made the kid wash and wash and wash and wash, all that stuff? And the kid eventually found out that it was the washing that taught him how to do the different motions, the outside and wax off and wax on. And it's the same kind of thing, because the master knew that the kid's over-concentration would take him downstream, away from where he wanted to go. So what the master had him do is go this way. Learn to wash, which brought him right here. It's the same kind of thing. So I just want to encourage you that in whatever dreams you have, if it seems like you're being sent to the opposite end of the world from where you want to go, remember vector physics.